Welcome to another Metters Musings video. Today, a big day, Apple taking the wraps off its newest iPhone, the iPhone 4S. Yes, all those rumors that it was going to be the iPhone 4S are true. There is no new iPhone 5. But let's clarify something here very quickly. It looks the same as the iPhone 4. It's the same casing and everything, but everything inside is new. So it is a new phone. The only thing that's the same is the look of it. And quite frankly, I'm very happy with the look of the iPhone 4. I love the way it feels in my hand. Of course, I would have loved to have seen a redesign, but I'm very happy with this design and really looking forward to the iPhone 4S with all its new features. So let's get to those right now. Here's a quick rundown of what was announced for the iPhone 4S. First of all, it's going to come in 3 different sizes. You're going to have your 16 gig, your 32 gig, and now a 64 gig version. Now in the US, that's going to come at $199, $299, $399 price tag with a 2-year contract. You can either get it on AT&T, Verizon, and now Sprint. I'm in Canada. Here we are going to be able to buy the unlocked versions. The contract versions I'm sure are going to be fairly similar to those in the US, but of course those are going to be on 3-year contracts. You got Rogers, Bell, TELUS, and all sorts of other carriers. As far as the pricing for the unlocked versions, right now on the Apple website in Canada, it says starting at $649. That'll probably be for 16. Probably looking at $749, $849 in that neighborhood for the 32 and the 64. More big news, it's going to be released October 14th, so not this coming Friday, next Friday, and pre-orders start this Friday, October 7th, including here in Canada. We've rarely had a chance to pre-order, so this is big news for us. I'll be really interested to see how many people decide to pre-order rather than wait in line on the 14th. Now, if you do wait in line, it is going to be available at 8 a.m. on the 14th. Also of note, the iPhone 4 is now going to become its cheaper version of the iPhone, price dropping down to $99 on contract. As well, the 3GS now free on contract. So that's big news. There is now a very cheap iPhone. I know people out there, well, the iPhone 3GS, it's a couple generations old. It really isn't going to be able to do all the things, but it's still selling very well. It's still a really nice smartphone. So along with the US, the iPhone 4S is going to be launched, as I mentioned, in Canada, Australia, UK, France, Germany, and Japan on the 14th. Other countries will start rolling out on the 28th. So let's get looking at the specs. What's going to be inside this iPhone 4S that makes it different than the 4? First of all, you have the dual-core A5 chip. It says it's going to be running faster graphics. You're going to be seeing a noticeable amount of speed improvement, so that's really nice. As well, Apple has redesigned the antenna a little bit. It's actually now 2 antennas. That means it's going to be able to auto-switch between the antennas to transmit and receive everything. So basically what Apple is doing is, if you hold it wrong, if you hold it in that one spot, your signal and everything should not be degraded as much as you're seeing right now. Of note as well, this is going to be a world phone. That means it's going to run on GSM and CDMA. So that's big news. One phone, not all these different versions. The one feature that I'm really looking forward to is the camera. As speculated, it's going to be an 8-megapixel camera, but that's not all. Apple says it's going to be able to capture pictures 33% faster. It's going to have an f-stop of 2.4, so that means way better pictures in low-light situations. You're going to have face detection, better white balance, and for video capture, 1080p video recording at 30 frames per second. Also, when you're shooting video, you're going to have image stabilization and some noise reduction. Now for the biggest new feature of all, Siri, the intelligent assistant. This feature alone should drive sales of the iPhone 4S. This looks really impressive. As we understand, this is only going to be available for the iPhone 4S as it needs the dual-core processor, and we've heard rumors that the RAM is being bumped up to 1 gig. So this feature alone should help sell the iPhone 4S, and it's a feature I'm really looking forward to. So basically what this is you can now use your voice to ask the phone questions. You're asking Siri, you can ask it, hey, you know, what's the temperature outside? And it's going to come back and give you an answer. Or you can ask it to set your alarm for the next morning. It'll automatically do that. It can find you directions. There are so many applications for this. It's going to be a very nice feature. It's just like having a personal assistant in your pocket. More. As well with that, you're going to have dictation, so you can compose emails, you can compose notes, and if you're a blogger, you can write up a blog by just talking to your phone, forgetting the typing. We'll have to wait and see what kind of spelling and how well the detection really is. As a note, the Siri function does not appear on the Canadian Apple site. Now, during the keynote, they did say that the Siri and the dictation was in beta, so I'm assuming that that's the reason. They're probably going to roll this out in the US first, and then as it becomes more stable and as they work out some of the bugs, they'll start launching it here in Canada and the other countries. So we're probably not going to get that right away, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but I'm sure that it is coming. So as well, with the iPhone 4S announcement, you have the release of iOS 5. That's going to be available to us on October 12th. Now it'll run, of course, on the new iPhone 4S, the iPhone 4, the iPhone 3GS, the iPad 2, the original iPad, the iPod Touch 4th Gen, the iPod Touch 3rd Gen, and the revamped, tweaked a little iPod Touch that they announced as well today. So there you go, a very quick overview of some of the new features here we're going to be seeing in the new iPhone 4S. I'm really excited to get my hands on one of these. Haven't decided if I'm going to stand in line or pre-order it. I'll make that decision in the next couple of days, but I will be getting it, so I will be doing a review on that, so make sure you stay tuned. And I'll of course have more information as it becomes available on Siri coming to Canada and that. So please make sure you subscribe, that way you won't miss the video. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.